in.
Yeah, so a lot of people are just not used to the volatility of indices, and since we have a lot of newer traders, that's why I give all the constant updates of when I'm moving to stop loss and taking partials and things like that. Because the indices are just hard to trade, but they're even harder to call signals.
Yes, I don't know how you do it, Gigi. Just because of what you just said, I don't know how you keep updated and cost. That's crazy.
This
That's crazy.
She's
trade
a pro.
assist. This is my trade assist, man, and I've been watching Gabby trade from MT4 and MT5. So I said, let me just start trading from MT5. And you can see the discrepancies between your actual broker price and trading view. So like here, there was a lower low, a break of structure here. Let me see.
Hold on. All I see is
I
Telegram.
don't see your screen. Yeah, I don't see. I see Telegram.
All right, do y'all see it now?
There we go.
Yes, ma'am.
Like here, price closed lower on my MT5, but it didn't on trading view. So that's why I was like, but I was marking the order blocks and imbalance and everything here and trading. I was using MT4 to gauge it more than trading view today. With the updates we got to the trade assist right here, you can close all close profits or close losses. So I had profits and didn't even know that trade assist had closed profits. So I'm gonna go over my settings with you guys. Um, let's see, like here's the history. See, a couple of them are showing hit TP. So that means it was based on my risk to reward. Okay. So like some of them, when they came up here to this order block, this zone right here, I got in all the way at the top and I used the same stop loss. So that means, shoot, when it got here, it was like already at 1 hour closing me out. Like this one here and this one here, it's probably what closed me out. This is a prop firm account. So I wanted to be very conservative. So I'll make somebody co-host. So I have to keep letting people in. Diana, you know how to co-host?
Yes.
Just so y'all know, y'all's mentor actually trades. Because I know there's people out there that can teach but can't trade. There's people that can trade but can't teach. And calling signals is hard, y'all. It is really hard. Like I was saying earlier, and like Donna was saying, that's why I do all the updates in the chat because a lot of people just don't know how to manage indices. So here are my trade assist. Okay, I have it set to just this current symbol because I might see a cleaner setup on this and take a risk or whatever. If you put it on all, apply to all symbols. Hold on, let me mute everybody. All right, so on my trade assist, I have it on current symbols. I used to have it on all symbols, but since I'm taking less trades and only focusing, like if I take one index a day, like I try to look and see which is cleaner, US 30 or NAS, and sometimes S&P 500. Max trades open. The reason it says 12 is because I have each trade. Like if I take one position, I have it split into 3 trades. So this is like max trades would actually be 4. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. So the max positions I'll have open is 4. Use risk management. I have it to true. My first position opens 0.25%. My second position opens 0.1. And my third position, 0.15, and my third position is 0.1. Okay. So that's 0.5% risk per trade that I'm taking. Ad spread, this is what I was telling you guys, I put true, and I noticed that some of my stop losses were different. That's because when I tagged in up at the top, it added the spread. So one of my trades, the stop loss actually went a little bit higher because it added the spread and the stop loss. I don't do the commission. Okay, TP3, if you put it on false, it trails. If you put it on true, it takes TP3. So I put mine on false because I like to trail my stops. Okay. This is for manual trades, if you want to use risk to reward. And this is for reading the Telegram signals chat. If you want to use risk to reward. The thing about the EA, it's going to make your money and close out trades where you might not have the psychology or the trading psychology or the discipline to do it. Okay, so I'm not going to sell something I don't use. That's why I'm using it today. So I wanted to use the advanced trailing stop loss. So trailing mode 1 would be for entry 1, trailing mode 2 would be for entry 2, and trailing mode 3 would be for entry 3. For entry 1, have it start trailing at 500 pips. But if 1R is 200 pips, it's already closed out that 0.25%. Okay, after 500 pips, it'll start trailing by 250 pips, and it will adjust the trailing by 100 every 150 pips. Okay. Now to number 2, I changed it to risk to reward. That means it will start trailing at 1R, and every half R, it moves up the trailing stop loss. And I did the same thing for entry 3. I wanted it to start trailing at 2R, and every 1R move it up by half an R. Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody good on that?
Yep.
Let's see. So I'm like, I never use this stuff. I'm like, let me use it so I can train people on it. Because I'm just a manual trader, you know. Even though I made 6 figures with the EAs, I still like to manual trade. This right here is a feature that I think only Jazz has tested. It's called a reverse trailing stop loss. You need to test this before running it live. What it means is if I have a stop loss of 30 pips and I got in here and the trade automatically started going negative against me, a reverse trailing, I can put it to start reverse trailing at 20 pips. That way, if it drops to 10 pips stop loss and then starts flying back up, it can kick me out early instead of pulling all the way back. Does that make sense? Or y'all need me to explain that one again? Does everybody grasp that concept? And nobody's ever done this. It's just an idea I had, and I had my coder do it. So let's just say I was expecting price to come here, break and retest, and I got an entry here, and my stop loss is here. If it drops and goes like 5 pips in, and then it starts going up, and it gets to like 20 pips, and then it comes again, and then now it makes that higher high to go up, it's going to kick me out at 20 pips versus 30 pips. So I'm going to save 10 pips on my stop loss, which is going to result in smaller losses. Okay, this right here is for people with like the extremely volatile indices when they're taking, like if you're taking signals, you can do separate trailing. Like on the non-volatile, you might need 250, where down here you might need 2,500. So that's just to distinguish between volatile and non-volatile. Again, you need to test these on your broker. All brokers have different contract sizes. You have the 1 contract size, the 10, and this is like the ones with the 100 contract size. You want to have separate settings. This is also if you're using apply this chart to all, apply these settings to all charts. Now, if you're doing just this chart, you can use up here, but if you're using the same TA settings for volatile and non-volatile assets, you can use this to distinguish for the volatile. I wanted a TA that covered all bases. Now, if you use the 1R, 2R, and 3R, it's not going to matter. But if you're using pips, a pip count or a point count, it's going to matter. So if you're using the risk to reward for your trailing, which is what I'm testing out now, none of this is going to matter. But if you want to use trailing by pips, we know that some brokers, you can use a 100 on indices, but some, the volatile ones, you have to use like a 1,000, just according to how your broker pays. Okay. I'm only risking 0.5% per trade. There's the news filter. Break even. Okay. Use break even at 2. That's showing when to use the break even for these up here. All right, news filter. I got it on false right now because I'm manually trading. My news filter right now is 2. You look at your market watch over here and you can go compare it to GMT. My broker was 2 hours ahead of GMT. That's how I got 2. This right here says currency display the news on. If you leave it empty, it's going to go by the pair that you're trading. I'm trading indices, so I just put USD. Do you want to draw the news lines on your chart? I have it true. And after we go over this, I'm going to cover the trade we're in. Okay. Daily profit met. Close the EA off and turn off all trades. If you put a dollar amount here, it would do that. Let's just say I want to make $500 for the day. Right now, it would have all my trades closed. If you want a percentage, let's say I wanted to make 1% for the day, it would have had all my trades closed, and then dollar amount for losses and percentage for losses. I don't ever want to give back more than 2.5% per day, which I might need to trade it for this prop firm because I think theirs is 4% per day. So I want to go down to like 2. All right, so the EA, the Trade Assist is like an EA, but it manages your personal trades that you take or signals, and it will move your trailing stop loss and do all of that. So if you get a phone call or kids start screaming or your boss comes in and sees you trading, you need to close your screen. All right, so here are my running profits. You see where it split my trades up right here. Like that was how it split my trades up to risk. The first few, I was trying to set it up and it didn't activate yet, so I had to go back in and change it. But it looks like a TP is about to get hit on one of the trades. Right there. Yep, TP. So my profit just went up by 71 bucks. History. There we go, the trade that's closed. So again, the ones in green means it hit the TP set by either me or the TA for like the 1R and 2R. So that means these trades probably hit 1R. And these are probably the ones that hit 2R. And these are the ones that hit trailing stop loss. Right? I don't know why. This must be like the position 3. Oh, never mind. I'm on close trades. I was going to say everything should be moved to break even if I have my settings right. Let's see. Yep. See, the TA is moving up all my stop losses. I don't have to do anything. I'm done. Like everything I opened today will close in profit. And the TA will manage it, and I can go bake biscuits or do whatever I got to do. Now let's get an update on the signal. What's your question, Dinah?
You just answered it.
All right. So you can go make your food truck food, and the TA can go manage your trades. You can go do whatever you got to do.
I know, I see that. I guess I was just overthinking the TA because I thought it just took the signals and then you do your settings, but I didn't know I could personally trade on MT4 and it'll just manage it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
And
okay.
all of these are I took these manually, but like if somebody has it set up to the signals chat, it's managing these trades according to whatever they set up. All right, so let's look at this trade. I can update y'all. What was our TP2? Does anybody remember? And I'm gonna tell y'all why I got us in a second position.
17,300.
All right, so let me set an alert. And so you know your TA copies the TPs as well. But if you had it set up to risk reward, like the second trade that we took, and I was expecting this to happen. That's why I was ready. I said do half risk so I could get us another trade. It's 3.79R. I got a lag here since we're zooming. And it's gone 1,200 pips. Hey, Dinah, will you update that in the signals? Just put entry 2 is 3.7R, 1,200 pips. And entry 1.
Hold on, wait. You want me to update it now?
Yep. And I'm gonna drop
Okay.
it. So I can.
I'm trying to go to your signal. Here it is. Okay.
Let's go to premium trade ideas. Trading involves risk. Never risk trade more than you can afford to lose. I'm not a licensed financial advisor and all that good stuff. This is just me trading. If you want to trade along, hey. All right. So entry 2 is the one that is just say 3.7R and 1,200 pips. You see, it's 120 points, so it's 1,200 pips. Oh, yeah. Tell them to make sure they've moved entry 1 to break even. It is currently 1.2R and 810 pips.
You said currently 10R? You said 10R?
1.2.
I'm about to say, hold on.
My southern twang. I eat grits and drink sweet tea.
How many pips was that?
810.
You said 800. Okay.
Let's see. I might be wrong. Let's see. 880. My bad. Let me actually use
I
it.
edited.
I lied again. 860. It's probably different for different people depending on when they got in. But all right. The reason, let me hide everything. So the reason I got us in the first trade is because it had broken structure. And sometimes, and I put the stop loss right above, sometimes they just don't come back. Sometimes they'll open 9:30 and drop. But like I told y'all, there's no news today. There's no news tomorrow. There is news Wednesday. And because we had this huge run, we got this consolidation going on, I expected it to be a choppy day to give us a complex pullback. So I got us in early, but I already had made plans on the lower time frame that if it came for that order block we were talking about, that I was going to get us in again at half risk. So that's why when it came back up here, we got in the second position. I called it up here, actually. So that's why I wanted to go half risk today, because we're counter trend trading a very bullish market. It's an election year, all that good stuff. I didn't even look at US 30 because NAS set up first and it was cleaner. S&P 500 basically moves a lot like NAS. I started to call it as well because a lot of people they don't like the volatility, but that's why, guys, just use the TA. Just use the TA. The TA is going to do the dirty work. Okay. But I left this one up here just in case, because if they had came back up here, I was going to get in again. That and when they might come for that, but today could be just choppy all day. If you made your money, you know, we got altogether 3 or 4 R. So, but now look at our 1 hour. Our 1 hour is closing bullish. Bearish. I can tell I haven't had anything to eat or drink. All right, so we got a drop-based drop, and we have all these little, these are lower time frame demand zones. It's a clear drop, but you usually need news to give you volatility. But what I'm thinking is if they continue dropping today and tomorrow, that they'll come retest where we had a break of structure on the daily, and then maybe they might be trading down today and tomorrow to price themselves in Wednesday with the news. Does that make sense? So I'm going to leave a runner on this trade, which reminds me I probably need to go adjust some stop losses so it doesn't kick me out. So yeah, if we see a break of this, we could, you know, just get this today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday go up with the news. You see, this is where price flipped on the daily and made that new high. And once it broke, it's like water breaking on a lady and giving birth. Boom. So we could get this contraction, this complex pullback. I'll show you for those who don't know what a complex pullback is. And go to images. Let me clear my screen. I'm still not used to the way they did the annotation tool. Like this is a complex pullback. See, this is a regular pullback and retest. You get a quick reaction and just get a continuation. A complex pullback, structure made a low and a high on one time frame, and on the lower time frames, it's making lower lows and lower highs. Okay. And that's why when I showed y'all like the indices on the weekly doing that complex pullback, I was like, if you buy in at the bottom of this weekly, hold it, it's gonna make a new high. And that's where we could have got those 10 and 20,000 pip moves. But people are afraid to hold them that long because of the volatility. But I want y'all to get used to training your eyes to seeing that. So like here, this is a simple pullback versus a complex pullback. The simple pullback does one drop and retest and continues up, where the complex on the lower time frame is making lower highs and lower lows, and that's where traders get confused and they end up thinking that structure has changed. So this is your higher time frame, and this is, see, a minor internal structure. So like your higher time frame had probably came here and had an order block or demand zone, whatever you want to call it. It came to fill in the imbalance, grab liquidity, and trade up higher. And your first TP should always be this high, or when it comes into that zone, start looking, or you can partial out at the previous breaks. That makes sense to everybody? Oops, I didn't mean to stop share. Does that make sense to everyone? Awesome.
Gotcha. Yep.
All right, let me go back to, it closed some of my trailings. You see, my TA closed my trades while we were on here. So I'm up a little over 1% on this challenge today. Everything, the only ones that haven't moved are these right here that I took, and the TA wasn't activating yet. So I'm gonna just go ahead and close those because they're not being managed. See, these have TP set. I set those. I drug and dragged on there. So let me go to my higher time frame and see if I want to adjust anything. So you see where I put my final TP on that one. and it shows how much profit it would be. 261 bucks. Like if you hold it over there. That's the good thing about trading with MT4 and MT5. 261 bucks. If that one closes in profit, this one 272. It's a larger lot size. But I want to decide which one to leave as a runner. But that's it. Anybody got any questions? Going back to the chart. Let me drop this chart in the signals chat. See, we're breaking this demand. Ooh, sheesh. We should have snagged in another entry, man. Should have got another entry. But I don't condone over trading. The thing about trading indices, if you don't over leverage, your nerves won't be towed up. Okay. If you don't over leverage, you won't stress out. But again, let's see my closed profits. I have closed no trades. All of this has been managed by the TradeAssist. The green are the ones that hit their take profits or their closed partials, and the reds hit trailing stop loss. Okay. These right here don't have anything because those are the ones I just manually closed. Now I'm mad. Now that I think about it, I should have left those as my runner. But oh well, sometimes you don't think. So the TradeAssist, y'all think I'm like just trying to sell y'all something? I practically have made no money on this because I'm always paying for free updates and giving them to y'all for free. Some people bought this thing when I had it for 60 bucks and they've gotten every single update for free. Because like with us, once you buy something, if we pay for an update, we pay for the update. Okay.
I'm so
And
mad at myself
I can
for buying
vouch
it,
for that
not
one.
using it. I'm gonna be,
who
what
was
you
that
say,
said
Dad?
they can vouch for that one?
Oh, 100%.
Yep. I give y'all, if I make updates, it comes out of my pocket, not yours. The Academy doesn't make any money. Like people think courses make money, but they really don't. Now, like when people use your broker links and they trade heavy and they trade a lot, then you'll start making money. But like owning an education platform doesn't make money unless you're like a big MLM, which we're not. So we are going to start promoting the affiliate program so y'all can start getting people in here that want to seriously trade and make money. That's why I said this year I'm dedicated to sitting down and trading with y'all. I know last year I was sitting down trading with y'all a lot and life got busy, with my grandkids. My son-in-law got the COVID shot with the military and they kicked him out. So I had to absorb my daughter and my son-in-law and my 5 grandkids, and my life just went a totally different direction. And I was unable to sit down and talk with y'all. So I had to get the other signal callers in. But now I have time to sit down and trade with y'all again. Y'all know people were getting funded off my signals. We were making a lot of money. So, and y'all see Friday and today speaks for itself. We got like 20 R on Friday and we're already up about 5 or 6 R today. So good things coming this year. I thank y'all for being here. I'll be doing some more teaching, but y'all, there's like hundreds of hours of education. If you haven't partaken of the education, y'all know our motto is I am the signal, because we want all of y'all to be able to do this without us. We don't want you to have to pay $99 a month the rest of your life. We want you to go get funded. Now, I plan on learning and teaching forever, and I'm still learning new stuff. I'm studying from 7 and 8 figure traders, and the more I learn, the more I bring to you guys. But we appreciate y'all. Go get those affiliate links, bring in people who are ready to trade, and just look for great things this year. I'm gonna get off here and I'll update y'all if there's anything else that comes up with the signals. But since I'm focusing on indices during New York, I don't want to take more than 1 or 2 trades at the most. And we have Eric and Dinah and J Cross and Gabby. We got Francis now, and we have John coming on with the EAs. We just have other people calling signals as well. Make sure y'all capitalize on those swing trades. Those swing trades are going 300, 400, 800 pips. If you look, most of the people who are doing well on the prop firms are swing trading. I just saw FTMO sent out a notice they're getting ready to interview another trader, and that trader, he's swing trading. Swing trading is the thing, guys. There's less emotions involved, less risk. Just think of it like this. When you day trade on the lower time frame, there's a lot of incoming traffic. When you drive in a lot of incoming traffic, you're more likely to get hit and get in an accident. There's less incoming traffic in swing trading. Let me share my screen one more time so y'all can understand what I'm saying. With swing trading, there's less incoming traffic. When news hits, it affects the lower time frames and the smaller positions far more than it affects the big positions. Like the big positions, it might give you a retest, but then boom. But on the smaller time frames, you got all this. So there's a lot of incoming traffic on the lower time frames. Now, I got to send on a 1 minute order block. But what I was looking at for why I wanted to get in the trade was the higher time frame. So there's nothing wrong with lower time frame entries. But like I told y'all, most of my success comes from waiting. And the guys and ladies who call signals with me will tell you, I'm always saying, wait for it to come to the 4 hour at least. If you don't, it's go bust your head. I say it all the time. If you're taking your personal trades, that's fine because you're sitting there to manage your risk and get yourself in and out. If you're calling signals for someone else, that can be extremely risky because it might be some of you that are at work or busy and can't monitor your MT4 or MT5. And if we decide to collapse the trade after it goes halfway and turns around and comes back, you're not there to do it. So that's why I like to wait for the higher time frame structure breaks and retests in the higher time frame, at least 1 hour on these indices. And what I mean is like waiting for price gets to one of these larger zones to look inside for a 1 minute or 5 minute entry. I don't want to get here and look for a 1 minute or 5 minute entry, or here and look for a 1 minute or 5 minute entry. Like here, when this broke and gave a retest, we could be looking for a reason to get a continuation, things like that. But like if price came here and people were looking to buy, you should have waited for a lower breaking retest on the lower time frame. But we see price overtook that. Now we should get a retest and a continuation to the downside. But I've made like 1.5%, 2% today. So I'm not going to enter anything myself. Some of you took the trade EJ, and I think it hit TP1. I don't know how far it's gone. I wasn't monitoring that one. So some of you might already have 2 or 3% for the day. Don't be greedy. The people that are managing $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, they're going for like 4. Like I've seen them go from 3 to 5% a month is what they're aiming for. Hey Siri, what is 5% of 3 million?
5% times 3 million is 150,000.
So if you get funded for $3 million and you go for 5% a month, that's $150,000. That's a lot of money. You could go for 1% and walk away with 50K. So you don't have to go out there and gamble these accounts. When I was trading, when I first got funded and I had $200,000 account, I had made like $30,000 in less than 3 days and I was on the leaderboards. That's how I ended up losing my first live account, because I was trading aggressive because I was focused on the money. I wanted money, 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 money. And I was newer and we didn't have people teaching us like we're teaching you guys now. Nobody had told me about risk management, trade management. Nobody surely hadn't taught me about trading psychology, mindset. Yeah, a couple of y'all said you got your 1% for the day and already out. Like if you get 1% a day, 3 days a week, that's 3% a week, guys. If you do that for a month, that's 12%. You don't have to be aggressive to make this money. What have I always said? The slower you go, the faster you grow. The slower you go, the faster you grow. Dang, see, I'm tempted. That y'all see how I keep drawing that? It's like an addiction, man. That's why I'm like, I'm not gonna take the trade. I have a mirror, like my mindset coach. He's like, put a mirror beside your trading desk and talk to yourself. I can look right, and there's a full length mirror, and I can tell Gigi, you're already up 2% for the day. Why are you going to risk giving it back? Yes, it looks high probability. Yes, you could get a big move. But why are you going to take that risk when it's unnecessary risk? The more you enter the market, the more risk you're taking. So get a mirror, put it beside your computers, talk to yourself. You can be your best friend out here in the market. You can be your mindset coach. Just look in the mirror and talk to yourself as if you were someone else trying to talk you off the edge. And y'all make this money. I really want to see all of y'all funded. I want to see all of y'all paying bills. So the reason we made the trade assist and the hot zone and all that, you know, I said I was going to test hot zone and I hadn't even checked on it. It didn't take a trade, so I got to go see what I did wrong. I got it on another challenge. I want to do one with just hot zone and one with just TA managing my own trades. And I set it up quickly today and really didn't do any analysis on that for that hot zone. The move had already happened. I was waiting for it to do a retest, which it might do now. So we'll see. But that's it for me. I appreciate y'all. I will upload this video and I'll see y'all in the chats and on the charts. Y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you, Gigi.
Thank you.